I hope y'all are having a fuego day. By the way, this man has been such a huge influence in my life. I am so grateful to be here with him. He agreed to do a little, interview with me.
Yeah, so we know each other through our alkaline water business for the last few years, and it's been a beautiful journey, and I've seen her start from the bottom all the way to the top, and she's absolutely crushing it right now.
What did your business do for you when you first started?
Yeah, it really changed my paradigm, most definitely, on what's possible in life. Like before starting this business, I felt like I was trapped at my job. I didn't see a future in it. I didn't see myself doing that for the next 20 years of my life, and I actually went through a period of like depression and unhappiness, unfulfillment. And so this business really opened up my eyes. I was like, wow, like there's actually a future for me. Like I could grow something that could continue growing. So I really saw no limit on my future once I got introduced to the business.
I love that. And what did you do before this?
I was an EMT, so I was working the 911 system, 12-hour shifts, 60 hours a week, saving lives.
Love that. I just got my CPR certification.
Let's go CPR.
What did the water do for you when you first started drinking it?
Yeah, so I was right out of my fire academy, 22 years young, in best shape of my life, and I didn't know
and
something.
You're 23 now, right?
I'm 23 now. Yeah, it's my Jesus year. I'm 33 right now.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. It's interesting when you start drinking it, you stay the age that you started at. That's how
exactly.
it works. Yeah. So I didn't notice anything for my first 2 weeks, but 2 weeks in, I noticed a 10x improvement in my energy.
Wow.
And 10x improvement in my sleep. And then I lost like 10 pounds through the detox within my first couple months.
Wow.
And then I reached out to Dr. Moika, who's been studying the water for 10 years. And she's like, you are finally hydrated. You've been dehydrated your whole entire life. Like, this is how you're supposed to feel.
Wow. And so now that you've drank it for how many years now?
I'm on 9 years every day. A gallon a day.
So now that you've been drinking it for 9 years, what have you noticed since then?
I feel really young, and I have a lot of energy for sure. When I take a look at people that don't drink the water, like family and friends, they definitely look like they're getting older compared to, and I feel like I'm getting younger, and so that's been the biggest thing is just creating an alkaline environment for so many years.
I love that. Mm-hmm. Like those people from high school, when you see them at the reunion or something and you're like, what happened?
Are you still the same person?
Who are you?
Yeah.
You are reversing aging and they're accelerating aging, right?
Yeah, so it creates this giant gap.
How did you feel when you first learned about other income opportunities outside of the 9 to 5?
I felt liberated. I was like, wow, this is really an opportunity for me to go after my dreams. And what's interesting is there's opportunity everywhere. What it comes down to is finding a product that the majority of the world is going to use. And then also the timing, getting behind a trend, which is what we've had the opportunity to do. And so when I really took a deep look at our business, I was like, this is the answer. I really believe after doing this for 9 years, there's no better opportunity that's out there based on the timing of the product. However, there are other businesses that we could look into. You just got to know it takes hard work to get it off the ground, but if you're putting in that hard work behind a great community and project, it's worth it for sure.
How did your business transform your mindset?
Oh my goodness, that is the biggest shift. And when I'm helping people with their businesses and launching, I'm always helping them with their mindset. Well, the biggest thing is to be able to think for yourself, because from day one, someone is telling us how to think. Our parents are telling us how to live our life. Then we start going to school and our teachers are telling us how to live our life. And then we get our first job and our employers are telling us how to live our life. And then boom, we're an entrepreneur. There's no one telling us what to do. And so we have to learn how to think for ourselves, whereas the true freedom starts to happen. You make decisions not just for your business, but you make decisions on how to lead your finances, how to lead your fitness, how to lead your spirituality, how to lead your relationships. And so you just become more of an independent person for sure.
That's awesome. It sounds like you just became this incredibly transformed person in more ways than just business.
Yeah, most definitely. It's not just business, it changes your life.
When you started this business, did you meet any new friends?
you, of course, and like hundreds of others. I've met all my current friends that I have now is because of this business. Because I went from my old group of friends who, they weren't thinking like entrepreneurs. We had a shared past, but we didn't have a shared future. And so with people in this business, like we might have different pasts, right? But we have a shared future. And so we're all going in the same direction. And so I feel like we all bond way better and deeper. So I've made some of my best friends, honestly, inside of this business.
I love that so much. I think like a lot like what you said, and where I started too was like, where was I? I was, broke, busted, and disgusted, right at the bottom. And then I started my own business. I got behind the wheel of my life. I saw the vision of what could really build memories and not just dreams. And then I found a community who wanted the same exact thing.
Yep.
And my life just like skyrocketed up to kind of be around the people who had the results that I wanted.
Yeah.
And I had no idea how to start a business. Did you know how to start a business when you first started?
No sales experience, no marketing experience, no entrepreneur experience. I just had a burning desire to change my life. And so what I did was I surrounded myself with these new friends who had the results that I wanted, and I learned from them. And I started reading the right books too that they recommended.
I love that. And that also shifts your mindset too. It sounds like physically you were transformed, mentally you transformed, relationally you became a better person in general, established better communication skills and relationships, and learned how to develop advanced, because sales is a skill, and you learned how to have those skilled conversations with people.
Yep.
And then also spiritually, I think we both have transformed in ways that only Christ could transform. I would not have Jesus Christ. I mean, I don't believe I would have Jesus Christ in my life had I not plugged into this community before. The day that I always say, you don't go looking for the living water finds you.
Yeah.
The same day that I accepted Jesus Christ, I ended up ordering my machine and jumping into the business.
Same day?
Same day.
Wow. Amen to that.
Yes. And so it was
cool.
transforming. And I hit the ground running.
Wow.
I was in Vegas with everybody 2 weeks after, I started my business, and the average income was like $40,000, and I felt this big. I was just like, who am I around these people? Like, I don't know, but they're so nice.
Yeah.
Hopefully they don't sacrifice me at midnight. I was like, who are these people?
Now you're a top rank with us.
Let's go. Why are you excited about what you're doing? And what excites you every single day?
At the beginning, it was to change my life. That's what excited me. It was like, man, I really have an opportunity to change my life. And I was able to do that. I was able to replace my income at my job within my first 2 years.
Wow.
And so I've been full-time doing this, working from my phone, working from home for like 6 or 7 years now. Now what really lights me up is helping someone else do the same thing. Because I meet people every single day. We just helped someone get involved this morning, and they're like living paycheck to paycheck. Like, I really want to change my life. I'm like, dude, you reminded me of me when I first started. You can do it. And so now what lights me up is teaching someone else how to change their life, for sure.
That's awesome. And creating that time and financial freedom for others.
Yep.
That's amazing.
That's the biggest fulfillment, is helping someone else transform.
Serving others in what you already kind of mastered yourself, and helping them master the basics as well. I think is so important. Wow, that's amazing. So what would you tell somebody that was kind of living in fear and has always thought about maybe jumping into our business or wanting to be an entrepreneur? How would you guide them down that path?
So I think of a quote which goes, risk going for the life you want, or guarantee living with the life you don't want. And so regardless of whatever you decide to pursue, it's a risk. You might risk doing what you're currently doing for the next 40 years of your life, but what good is living a life of mediocrity for the rest of your life? Or you could risk taking a leap of faith to pursue something like this, and who knows what happens in the next 40 years of your life. It might be the best next 40 years of your life that you could possibly imagine. So that's my best advice on that.
I love that so much. And actually we do know what happens, because I've been to a lot of these conferences, and it's so many people are winning in our community. we have so many 6-7 figure earners that are winning, that we just know where we're going, you know? And so, thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate you guys. And thank you so much for being on with me and sharing your story, and always just making time for me and being such a great influence for me. Ryan.
Thank you, Sammy.
Yes.
Appreciate you.
Thank you guys. Until
Let's
next
go.
time, stay on fuego.
Let's go.